Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Space Engineers okay, it's not as good as in space, but we're getting there. We will get there. I swear to you, Mr. Frodo. Hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Quantum Tater. You know what to do, Quantum Tater. I don't know the noise I'm making when I do that. It's just, it is what it is. I think I've descended into madness. So, last time on Spaceball Z, we refitted the tug-of-war to this refueling ship, primarily because the tug-of-war couldn't even begin to lift that behemoth over there. So today, interestingly enough, the only person who's commented is Charlie, UNT Smurf or Charlie Shankles. I think what we're going to do today, for some reason, we are going to fit this guy out with... I'm going to fit this guy out with a couple more lateral thrusters, as we did collide and crash into all manner of things. So let's go ahead and make sure that that doesn't happen again. And then I think what's going to happen is we're going to go down to the refueling station, and we are going to... yeah, I believe what we're going to do is we are going to discern what would be best for... I guess I want to point it the right direction if we're going to do it. How could I live without you? I think that's all battery right there, if I'm not mistaken. It is all battery right there. You think there's battery behind there? Let's find out. Nope, it's engine right there. What about right there? Let's see. What do we think can happen in there? If we slap us a little engine guy down right there. So, yeah, last time we had a very interesting thing. Let's see, can I place that there? It does not look like I can place that there. Why can't I place that there? Probably because there's another block in there. Does it go all the way across? It sure does. It sure does, guys. It sure the heck does. That's okay, though. We'll just plop that down like that. And because it's going to be right there, we're going to go ahead and pop that right there. We're going to grab this block right here, and we're going to say you belong right here. And we're going to make sure it's colored properly. Nah, wrong button. So what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and knock this block off and do the same block right there, just so it's got some uniformity. And then we're going to have some lateral thrust that way. And then same thing over here. Let's go ahead and knock this guy off. This guy right here can be knocked off, and we pop that like that. Right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to build out the refueling station down there so that this thing can dock up effectively. And then... from there, we are going to ignore a phone call that is probably political marketing. Oh my gosh. Probably a scam of some sort, something like that. All right, I think... Oh, here's the question. Does this guy here... Oops, wrong button. Nope, wrong thing. There we go. Does that damage right there, and does this damage over here? It doesn't look like it's going to. So, that's what we're going to do. We are going to turn off that. We're going to run down there. We're going to build up a thing so that this can dock to it specifically. We're going to do a little time lapse for that. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize the boxfish connecting point for our soon-to-be renamed tug of war so that I don't have to try to build a connector to the back of that guy there. Although I did have an idea for that because I've got this port right... Oh, I don't have that port right there. I was going to say, because I have a port, what I could potentially do is build a little finagling thing. But that's not what's going to happen today. Today, we're going to finish out... We're going to go ahead and knock out the thing necessary for our fueling station to be of use to us. So let's go ahead and grab everything that we need to have a fueling station. I don't know why I'm taking so many of these. I just am. It feels right. Feels right. So, what do we need? I need definitely 100% sure I need this. And then I probably need at least a connector. Can't withdraw 57 steel plates. Why not? I'm most certainly sure you can. I've definitely got the steel. Oh, and while we're at it, did we get everything? We did. I think we got everything. Let's see if we've got stuff in here that makes sense. Okay, so we've got some of that stuff. We've got a connector. We've got all those things. Just on the off chance we want to, let's go ahead and grab a couple of dozen lights. I don't know why we'd want a dozen lights, but we can get a dozen lights just to be on the safe side. All right, so I'm going to run down to the fueling station. We're going to build a fueling connector that thing can hook to, and it's going to be glorious. And then once we get back, we will fly the thing over there and see if it refuels. And then so forth and so on. We'll go back and forth. I think the other thing we'll do is we'll run over to the nickel mine. We'll see if the nickel mule is recharged enough. And if it is, we will send it back on its way home just to see if it's willing to live its best life. I think it will be, but you never know. You just never know with the nickel mule. Sometimes he just doesn't care. You know, and that's okay. I get it. I get it. Sometimes I don't care. Alright, let's back up to here. We're going to turn Bob on. And then we're going to grab this, and maybe some of these. Okay, first things first. I would like, so let's... You know what, real quick. I'm going to put all these blocks back in here. And then I'm going to go grab some blocks. Because I forgot to grab connector blocks, and that's probably equally impressive. Or, not impressive, important for all things. So, let's go ahead and grab a couple of these bad boys. Perfect. Yeah. Let's go do that. I'm going to drop these off, and then we'll start the time lapse once I get all that taken care of. Back over here. I believe the iron mule is refueled and fixed. I think we could probably send him on its way. In fact, let's just go ahead and take care of that right now. Hello, refueling mule. Let's go here, trigger, start. Let off the machine. Tally ho! Please don't crash into that ship again. I know it's close. Oof, that's too close. I do not love that. Not even a little bit, guys. Not even a little bit. All right. We got our stuff. We got our stuff. So let's see. First, drop down here. Come into here. I don't need this. I do need that. I don't need this. I need these guys, these guys, these guys, and we'll grab these guys here. And then we will start the process. We'll start this beautiful, beautiful process of building this out. And let's go ahead and start that time lapse right about now. right. All right, all right, all right. We got it. We got this. This is done. This is our refueling connector specifically for the box fit or for the tug of war. Let's go ahead and toss this stuff into this guy. I don't need it currently. Oh, you know what? While we're doing it really quick, I was gonna try to get some. What was I gonna try to do? I was gonna try to do some of the ladder. Man, I can't find the buttons I want. What are the buttons I want? I wanted. I was gonna see about finding. Um. Whoops. Genius. Genius, genius. Let's see, what do we need? We gotta have one right there. And then what we need is one of these guys here, which I do these little baby connectors. It's how you trick the system into thinking there's something there. So you can do that, and then nope, gonna have to do it this way. I don't know where we're gonna handle that from. We're gonna just do that, and then I think we need to have a double connector right there. I think that works. Does everything it needs to do. And if we really really specific about how we wanted to do the vibe check, we could go ahead and place this block there and this block there so that it looks uniform. But yeah, that's just to get up to here. And then I don't know if we want to be able to get anywhere further than that. I guess we could do like the corner piece here, and if we wanted to, we could extend out that way. I don't think we're going to be doing that yet. I don't know. But let's go grab the tug real quick and see if it is capable of doing the connecting to this thing. All right, so first things first, we want engines on. We want to disconnect and turn that off, and then we want to get the heck out of here in case the mining guy decides to be a real jerk. And we should have way better lateral thrust now. Perfect. I'm gonna come down here. I haven't really thought of a way to connect the everything, but do we have, I don't know if we have the hydrogen tanks set up. We don't. All right, so let's do hydrogen. We're gonna call it for now Tug Hydro. And then we are gonna put that on the bar. Groups, Tug Hydrogen. We're gonna do stockpile on off. All right, so now we're here. And we have to turn around. First, press 1 to deploy fueling arm. I think I can put a camera on this thing to make it possible to line up on. We'll have to see. Pitching up. I don't think I have a reverse camera. I'm pretty sure I only have a docking camera, so we are going down, going down, going down. Okay, we are off, so let's... Yeah, I'm going to find a way to put a camera on this thing for sure, because that is hard to navigate. Oh, it looks like we have connection. Now let's start stockpiling. Yeah, look at that. We're refueling. And then because we're connected, I should be able to... Nope, just kidding. Just kidding. Ooh. Note to self, braking thrust and hinge lock are not enough to keep this thing aloft. So we're going to have to be using battery power while refueling, which makes sense. It makes sense. All right, we are refueled. We've got our first load of fuel over. So now we disconnect, and we head off. We retract refueling arm. We are 53 kilograms heavy with hydrogen fuel, so we can take a look and see what that fueling looks like. And then we're going to come right over here to the boxfish landing pad. And that is going to be our first refueling trip. Now my thought is, and the reason we're doing this, is I thought like, oh, it'd be good. It'll be a good practice to, oh, and I do have a camera for this. So let's see, I go this way. We are on target. Dropping down. I don't know which angle this is at, so we'll have to, oof. Okay, there it is. We are locked on, and then we can turn stockpile off. And then, in theory, all we got to do now is we go over here to the Soul Strider. I don't have my thrusters on. That's brilliant. Come over here to the Soul Strider really quick. Refuel right quick. And then we should be able to come here. We have engines stockpile on. Look at that. We are refueling this bad boy as we speak. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. So now we have a refueling ship specifically for anything that's hydrogen related on our ship here. I think that's great. Let's go ahead and go get the Pawn Strider really quick. Let's bring him back to base. And maybe, let's see. Let's put you in there. I'm gonna actually grab a couple more of the scaffolding blocks just for stairs, enough to say, like, so that it can finish the stuff out. So let's stop here. Why can't I withdraw those components? Still can't. Do we not have production for... Why are we not producing? Cannot withdraw 5 construction components. That doesn't seem accurate. I feel like we super can. Let's go to this guy here. Why are we... Oh, because I don't have the space for 5 construction components. Dumb. Alright. That should finish off this. So now we have come over here. Got our welding systems. I can refuel my tank here if I needed to. Just kidding, I can't. Why can't I? Is this set to... This may be set to stockpile. It is not set to stockpile. It just does not want to refill my tank. Interesting. And then we can walk up here. Ah. Now I know why that had a blank right there. And then come up here. And then if we wanted to, we could walk out towards that. I don't think we're gonna, like I said, I'm not sure what we want to do with this, but this is good enough. I think that is all done. So yeah, let's go ahead and take the Pawn Strider home. Maybe, just maybe, we could do one of these. I don't know why, in case we wanted to, like, look out over the ledge. Like, ah, what a lovely world. I can come over here. I can get the blocks I need, and I can weld that up. Perfect. Alright, let's close this guy up. You can have those blocks back. Do that right there, do that right there. The only real hitch is to get all the way back into this area. Oh, I don't have a... Ha! We did it. Alright, let's go ahead and get our drills started back up. I think we're going to need them running really quick, because we did just offload 4 tanks of fuel, which is spectacular. Let's see. All drills on. Re-engaging this guy. Let's make sure it's drilling. It is. Drop that there. Make sure you're not drilling. You must not be part of the group. On. Alright. I think the reason that was is because I don't think I ever... Yeah, I did ice drills. So why are not... Why are not all the ice drills on the block? Basic drill. Ice roll, ice roll, ice roll. We've got one inside, one right there, one, two. And that's all four. Huh. Interesting. I'm guessing that the button was not set the right way. All right, perfect. And we got firepower kick in. Let's get into this thing. Let's get this guy home. It's getting late, of course, as always, getting late. Bob's always taking care of itself. Now, there's an interesting sound I'm hearing. It sounds like thrusters are on, so we're going to take a look at that. It does sound like an engine is on, doesn't it? No, surprisingly not. That's interesting. How are we doing on fuel? We are at 7%. 7% fueled. All systems off. Batteries are at 99%. That's perfect. All right. And the other thing, I think we offloaded the fuel back here. Let's go take a look real quick. I think we offloaded the fuel of this guy. So if we did, okay, it's on, so we can do auto. Okay. Yeah, you know what, we'll go ahead and keep it full too. I don't want it to empty out for no reason. So let's make a couple more fuel runs really quick. And then, so I am positive, speaking of which, I need to go into here and I need to do atmospheric thrusters. Oh, that's boxfish. Atmospheric thrusters. So we'll do this guy, this guy, this guy. Do I not have, I thought I had a tug thrust. Do I not? I do have a tug thrust. Go ahead and save. Toggle them all on, toggle them all off. Now I should be able to go all on. Okay, all on, perfect. All right, so let's think for a second, real quick, before we go anywhere. Let's talk about a camera sitch. Do I have a camera block somewhere? I don't know what block the camera lives under. Does anybody? Let me know. Also, I think, I can't be 100% sure, but I kind of feel like the system is being a jerk again, and I have lost my ability. I have lost my ability to, like it's not showing the, it's not showing the, it's not showing the, oh, I can do that. All right, so do we want, really quick, what if we did, instead of that, what if we did this guy? That'd be way better if I could have a block somehow right there. There's just no way to do that, because this is not the kind of block. If I did a square block right there, but then that won't, that won't work. So it looks like we're gonna have to go with this guy, wherever I put that on my bar, after I just lost it. 6. We'll do this guy here. We're gonna call it, refuel cam. That's gonna be wonky as heck. We're gonna give it a go though. We're gonna give it a shot. See what it looks like. So I should have the thrust now. Now that this is getting some refuel, it's 7%. I should have the thrust, the thrust that this thing can very easily take its way down to the system. I think it'll go. I think it'll make it can carry its weight, is my assumption. So let's do another fuel run. And we'll go ahead and extend. Extending the fueling arm. And then we're going to need... It's 53,000, so I guess fuel doesn't weigh a bunch. Coming in for a landing. I don't have this camera on my... Part of it, the refueling bar, I should have it as a whole different thing, huh? I should have... What do we got? This is hinge 1. What is... No, stop. Okay, so we got tug docking camera. We don't need that guy. We're going to need view here for the refueling camera. Hinge 2, hinge 1. So we need to have that as reverse right there. And then we need this for switch lock. Switch lock and tanks can be set to stockpile on off. Okay, so now we are going down. Oh, this is... Oh gosh. This is not as easy as one thought it might be. Proximity is on. And we fill. Hey, that was nauseating. I think if I did anything, what I might do is I might try specifically to mount a camera better than that. Like I might make that secondary block. I might chop this thing off real quick and do the whole thing and refix that, because that is a wonky thing. This is the refueling, guys. What are we calling this thing? It's not the refueling tug, the refueling bug, the juice beetle. Juice beetle? What do we think about that? That's probably a terrible name. Juice beetle. It's kind of cringy sounding if I'm being honest. All right, press 1 and then let's go ahead and get back to base. So we should be carrying, if each one of these, really quick, when we look into our systems, the hydrogen tanks, of which there are 4, each can hold 500,000 liters of fuel. That's pretty good. I kind of want to do one night op. Are you guys with me for that? Would you guys be down to do a single night op refueling system? And where did I put, just so we're clear, okay, it's on the front of it, so I need to be, I understand. Man, that's gotta be really close. This camera's weird, like it's letting me zoom in, so it's being really wonky. Alright, and then we go here. We turn the fuel off, we cut our engines really quick. Beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and do this really quick. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So, first things first. Nope. That's this block here. We're gonna go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it one of these guys here. And then What kind of hinge part? Okay. No, I don't want a hinge part. I need the whole hinge. Dope. I don't need a 3x3. I just need a 1x1. There we go. Okay. So then this is going to be hinge 2, but refueling. And we're going to velocity. You can put that at 2. All right. Hinge lock. What are we currently at? We're at 90 degrees. So the lower limit will be 90. And then when I reverse it, it shouldn't go anywhere, and then we can hinge lock. Perfect. That's what we needed, right there. And put this guy here. I'll call this the small connector, but it's actually the refueling small connector. Ah. Perfect. And then we can go to this page, this page. This page, this page. There it is, 6. Can do a camera, and we'll make sure the camera is facing the right direction. Why can't I place it there? Unable to place camera. Why? Are you not? Oh, I bet you it's because they're right there. So actually we need to take this. Doot. Ba ba ba. Call this a refueling camera. Yeah. Okay. And then that can go back to this. Click this. We go burp. Beautiful. Now, let's go back over there. Let's do another run. Oh, do I am not going to put the kickstand back on there. I'm not going to do that. So, yeah. We are engines on. Liftoff. We are go for launch. And let's go ahead and light our way. Light our darkest hour. You got the touch. Anybody? Anybody a fan of that from back in the day? We need to do first, we need to make sure that this is set for switch lock. This guy there, camera, view. We are to extend fueling arm. Fueling arm is extended. And we go into camera mode. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. What does this need to look like? Ah. Proxy? Refuel. We are a go. Oh, don't do that. That's not strong enough for all that business. We're refueling. We're refueling. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. So we've done 2 trips total. This will be our 3rd full trip. Go ahead and disconnect. Pull forward. Raise the fueling boom. Get back to base. The light is wonderful. This weather is trash. We're going to go ahead and clear the weather so we can just get an idea of what this looks like. Weather. Remove weather. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Looks good. Nice little night flight. If you're refueling, I feel like after we get redocked, we're going to have to go validate what the heck's going on with our iron mine real quick. And we are back to 1. Docked up. Engines off. Lights off. Look at that. Oh, and then go ahead and set the tanks to defuel. Defuel, that's not the right word. That's close enough. Alright, let's go check on the Iron Mule. The Respawn Mule doesn't seem to be doing anything over here. It could just be that it's not filling up quick enough, so let's go ahead and... The drills are drilling. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't turn this guy back on. Sorry. I didn't turn the event controller back on, and none of the what do you call them? I can't think what they're called. None of the recorder blocks or any of that stuff are designed specifically to do that. So we've made 3 refueling ships. 3 refueling trips with a refueling ship that we need a name for, guys. We gotta have a name. We gotta have a name. But let's go ahead and take a look. Ooh, look at the power. That's interesting. Okay. 20%. We are 20% full. I'm assuming the boxfish has achieved full once more. Close to full. It's basically full. 20% with... So 2 of those tanks... What is that? So we've done 3 trips, which is 4 baby tanks, which means each one of those large tanks can hold how much hydrogen? Math, guys. I am not wanting to do it right now. Let's go take a look. Click this. We do port. Port hydrogen tank. Where are you? Why aren't we friends? Hydrogen tank. So the hydrogen tanks for this specific ship. Why can I not? Holy mother of pearl. I'm just gonna Google it this way. Soul hydrogen tanks. Oh, I bet you it's because of that. Yeah, port hydrogen tank. Yeah, they can hold, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 point. Oh my gosh, there's 100,000. 15. What is that? 15 million liters of fuel. And I'm essentially bringing back 20,000 liters at a, or 2 million liters at a time. So we've got a couple of trips to make. Now, is 20% enough fuel to get it down to there? That's the question. We're going to do one more. We're going to do one more trip, and the only reason I want to is because it's nighttime. It's going to look epic. So lights on. Let's go. Yeah, can see everything. The coolness we need. And we can come in, and the way we'll do this, we'll just like swing around the back end. We can light the way. Yeah, that looks great. Looks freaking great. So let's go ahead and we're going to lower the arm. I have no idea where we're at in relation to this dang thing. Are we leveled up? We are level. We are connected. Do that. Hit the refueling key. Ah, not again. Yeah, that's freaking cool, guys. Tell me this isn't cool. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Yeah, look at that. I love this thing. 93%. We're almost ready to unfuel, so then disconnect, lift off, boom arm up, and off to the races. Yeah. So this is a very manual process. I am not going to make a drone to do this. I just am not. I don't want to. It doesn't sound as cool as what we're currently doing. There's a Respawn Mule doing its work. Yeah, this is freaking fantastic. I know we had a little bit of a rough start with the montage there, but this is gonna be freaking awesome. Coming down for a landing. Let's go ahead and get this docked in. Oof. Lock them down. Shutter off. Lights off. Oh, and then yeah, we gotta set the tanks to. I'm gonna move this down the bar. I want this to be. Let's do group blocks. Let's do Soul Hydrogen tanks, Tug Hydro. I want them to be right here, and we're gonna say stockpile on off. And we're gonna go ahead and go right there and defuel. Yeah, that's freaking cool. I love that. That is exactly what we wanted. That's gonna be it for this one. We finished the refueling ship, and we finished the refueling system on the base, and that's what we wanted. So this is number 47, guys. Isn't that crazy? Well, I think it's crazy. I don't know if it's actually crazy or not. Number 47. Hey, there's the Respawn Mule. Number 47. Let's go ahead and come over here. There's no reason to have this anymore.
Inventory full.
There we go. Knock that out of there. So, all right. Yeah, number 47. So this, man, my brain's moving a little slower than normal, but this is number 47. We've got the refueling ship. I need a name, guys. I want a name. You guys please comment down below what we're going to call it. Got a refueling ship. This thing has got enough fuel. I think we could make it down to the lake. So that may be what we do next. We'll bring it down there and get the refueling station. I want to do some final touches. The Soul Strider is 99% complete. I would like to potentially equip some weapons on it, sort of like we talked about before, either having them be manually reload weapons, and I also need to add additional lights because this is just, it's not a very bright ship. So we're going to be doing that in the next episode. We're going to add some lights, we're going to do some weapons on this thing, and then we're going to take it down to the fueling station and get it docked up. That is my plan. That is number 48, which leaves us, we essentially have 2 episodes before episode 50 where we take the Soul Strider to space with the boxfish at the back. We're taking them both. They're all coming with us. So if you enjoyed this, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, share the video with somebody you like, share the somebody with somebody, blah, 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 blah. Share the video with somebody you hate, or, you know, just share the video. And I really appreciate everything. You guys are great. I'm having a good time. Last episode was a little rough. I know it was a long one. This one's going to be a little bit shorter, I hope. Anyways, I will catch you later, taters. And let's see if we can wave. No, we sure can't. Hey, how's it going? Shh. Super Secret Quantum Tater here. Yeah, really quick. I just wanted to say YouTube is having a little bit of an issue and apparently was deleting Chad's comments. So that's fantastic. Don't you just love that? So his on a second attempt, he didn't anticipate that 42 small growth thrusters was going to be what it would be needed to lift the Soul Strider. So he said, yeah, convert it to a refueling ship for sure. Speaking of the refueling ship, he did ask if I turned the nickel mine back on. I did not. Also in this episode, I said episode 47 like 30 times. This is episode 48. So we have, in fact, 1 episode to prep before launch, which is fine. So yeah, Chad also said he came with the idea of the HHS Hydrogen Hauling Ship sippy cup because it delivers sips of hydrogen to the Soul Strider, which is pretty funny. And then he also said the Dragonfly because it kind of has a Dragonfly vibe, and I don't disagree with that. I think it does have a bit of a Dragonfly vibe. So I think we're going to be going with the HHS Dragonfly. That's what's going to be. So I'm going to rename everything from the to the HHSD instead of the tug, etc., etc. So I appreciate that. He said that he didn't think the Nickel Mule would need another vent controller for battery. Probably it's just that it glitched out and sat really long time uncharged, and when I sent it back off to work, it had enough charge to essentially fly there and crash. Um, so he didn't think that was going to be necessary. He likes the idea of episode 50 being the Take to Space episode. I agree with that. The Civic Cup thing's pretty funny. And then he initially was going to call it the Mosquito, but the tail, the way the refueling boom goes down, it feels more like a dragonfly. So he said that. So yeah, this is now the HHS Dragonfly, and yeah. So I really appreciate you guys commenting. I'd already recorded this whole episode prior to seeing these comments because YouTube's being a jerk to you guys, and by proxy, a jerk to me. Thanks, YouTube. Who else? Charlie did say it looked like a bird of prey. I guess from if you were looking at it from the back forward, it does look a bit like a bird of prey, but from the forward, it looks kind of like a weird dragonfly thing. So we're just gonna keep the bug theme, I think. What else? Oh, and Clyde suggested the ship be called the Passing Gas because it's passing gas from one place to another, which is kind of funny. And actually, I think I might use that name for our hydrogen refueling station in space. We may call it the Passing Gas Station because I think that's funny. I agree, it is funny. He also said that he likes to test his builds before he makes them pretty. Um, but he's happy that I make mine pretty before testing. And I gotta say, I used to always test my builds before I made them, started greebling and making them pretty and stuff. The problem that comes with that is, and I think I even commented back on this, like there's no more permanent solution than a temporary solution that works. And so what'll happen is I would make the ship, I would test it, and if it functioned, I would just keep it that way and be like, all right, cool, this is the way it is now. So I'm pretty bad about that, so I try not to do that. And then he made a joke that I forgot to carry the 1 in my math when calculating for thrust, and I think I forgot to carry the 1, probably forgot to multiply, and I probably also forgot a few exponents based on how catastrophic it went. But anyways, that's it. I wanted to pop in, say that real quick, record this really quick episode, or this really quick ending, and yeah, this is episode 48, so on to 49. We finish the Soul Strider, we get a final prep, we get it docked with the refueling station, and then we are off to space in 50. So, alright guys, I appreciate you, and I will catch you later, taters. Let's see if we can wave goodbye. We can! Holy crap. Alright guys, bye.